season. Week 8 and a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Nice.
Okay, Holly. The Huskers will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looking for space, it's Hansen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gap.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It kind of...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Go pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Cornhuskers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air, it's Calandria. Going long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Finding some room. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Still on his feet at the 25. Makes the grab in their space. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the single back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'll go right back to the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Barney. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husker! Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Firing to the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground, it's Booth. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and top.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
To the air, it's Beck. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
The offense changing the play. On the move, it's Hansen. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Peoples. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Running inside, it's Booth. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Calandria. Moving out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Here comes the heat, and they got him.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. And I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he scores! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Slips through the line. Just keeps moving. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Booth. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Huskers want to move quickly.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the seat.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Hunt is in the air. And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He fires one deep over the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From his his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that's just what they needed for breathing room.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Wolverines on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They'll run it. It's Hansen. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they? Going to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They're working that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Right. They'll try the run. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes his man miss. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The run inside. It's Hansen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This time he's got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, what a move. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Go, go! Go, go! The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, ready for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll do it himself. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here's a give to Peoples. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Peoples again. Plows through the defense. Here's a little room there. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Hand off to the lone back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. In the red area, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And the quarterback will take a knee, and they'll bring on the field goal unit with a chance to win it.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.